never thought that societies actually, just like computer operating system, is actually operate on a set of invisible and obvious to everyone instructional protocols. So, and actually they underwent the same evolution system that was web undergone recently, from Web 1.0, when there was static systems, to Web 2.0, when there is an opportunity for everyone to interact with the internet and to create your own content. And it actually will be going and advancing further to Web 3.0 very soon, and probably some of you have heard. So motivation-wise, the system underwent similar structure of evolution. So if we recall motivation 1.0, everything was structured about the survival of the human. So we went out there and tried to kill the beast and tried to find that herb in order to survive. That was the moving force in order to quench our thirst, to satisfy our hunger, and that was the force that allowed humans to progress. The next step, of course, was motivation 2.0, and the structure of motivation 2.0 operating within the framework of rewards and punishment. So their main features of motivation 2.0 were either stick and carrot, where you are going to do this, I will give you a carrot. You are not going to do it, I'm going to hit you with a stick. Or if then reward. So if your kid is going to get trash out, he will receive $5 or something like that. So it assumes that humans cannot start doing something without this external, extrinsic motivation. Nowadays, actually, we are proceeding, and some companies and some individuals are starting to embrace the system of motivation 3.0, which assumes that humans have an inner desire to step out to the plate and to achieve their utmost abilities and to show the best of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about foundational features of motivation 3.0. So the most important are autonomy, like a leg of this tripod, purpose, another leg, and mastery. So I would like to start with autonomy. So what actually autonomy means to us and to framework of motivation 3.0? Autonomy means that humans, individuals or employees within an organization have desire to complete the task and have this desire to complete it autonomous, without micromanaging or without supervision, because they understand of the necessity of it and they understand the necessity to do it efficiently. And there are several examples of companies who started to implement that motivation 3.0 feature of autonomy into their companies. So one of them is software engineering company in Australia, where a founder of this company, entrepreneur, implemented so-called FedEx Day. So on the regular period of time, he allows his employees to work 1 day a week on any task, any project the employees are interested, during the time they are interested in, and within the team members they are interested in. So this implementation allowed the Atlassian, the company that implemented this, to fix some major software problems and to innovate within the industry so efficiently that right now this Australian company has offices both in Australia, Europe, and the United States. And the success of the company is very much dependent on this ability of the and visionary thinking of the founder of the company to understand that people are motivated when they are given this freedom to operate on their own terms and to create and to innovate efficiently. So another point that was a while ago already found by several psychology researchers is that extrinsic motivators, again, like those stick and carrots or if-then rewards, they don't really work. Several psychologists conducted research where they had two groups of participants that were, both two groups were conducting interesting tasks that they were interested in doing that was pleasurable. So one group of the participants was actually given a reward for this task, like $5, and the other group was assigned to do this interesting task without any reward. And the result showed that the group that was provided an extrinsic reward, like a remuneration, was in the later assessment considering this task as less interesting, less enjoyable, while initially both groups were considering it as a fun thing to do. So extrinsic motivation does not work. And if people are interested in doing something, in achieving something, they don't need this extrinsic motivation. So money are important, but to a certain point. And research shows that as soon as employees have opportunity to receive fair remuneration for their work, they don't need additional encouragement or additional bonuses in order to perform better. So another thing, of course, is mastery. So what is mastery? Mastery is based on engagement. Engagement in your work, that you are wanting to do what you want to do. And interestingly, research showed that in the United States, 50% of all employers are not engaged in the jobs they are doing, and 20% are completely disengaged. And again, that comes very often from this lack of opportunities of autonomy, because people are forced to be within the framework of enforced time frame, 8 to 5 job schedule, or micromanaging from their bosses. And again, another research studies showed that that was conducted at Drexel University, that when people are allowed to perform autonomously, the success of the organization increases. And finally is, of course, purpose. So what is purpose? Purpose is to do something larger than money, larger than themselves. When people have an opportunity to achieve larger purpose, the companies within which employees work prosper. And one of the great examples was a company that was created by Blake Mycoskie in 2006, Tom Shoes Company. When the customer, you, me, or your neighbor goes and buys Tom shoes, another pair of shoes is donated to a child in a developing country in need. So fellow Toastmasters, if we all consider the foundations of Motivation 3.0, autonomy, purpose, and mastery, and account for them while we're dealing with children, while we're dealing with our organization, the companies and the individuals will have an opportunity to lead more prosperous and fulfilling lives.